Hi guys, in this video I'll talk about meal plans, why I think they don't work. Okay, so on the face of it, meal plans sound like a great idea because at the end of the day, it's a service a coach gives you, and fair enough, they are providing something which is of value and it's going to give you some results. Where I don't particularly follow this approach myself is that the sustainability of it is not very good because how long are you going to be able to keep to some diet that someone else has designed for you, which basically tells you like a roadmap? You can eat this, but you can't eat that. Newsflash: life happens. You're going to be eating out. You're going to be eating with friends, and you're going to have to learn to swim by yourself. Okay. And like, to be honest with you, it's a process. It takes time, and it doesn't really help kill the fat boy inside. Trust me, it's a fat boy inside here. And I had to kill it. Literally. I had to basically change the way I thought about food. I had to learn about different foods. And that's what tracking does. But also, tracking does the work for you to a degree because it's like a calculator. Is it as good for extreme results as a meal plan? Of course not. Because a meal plan is going to give you optimal food. And it's going to be very, very effective because look, I mean, all you have to do is follow it. You're told what to do. So, if you don't have the discipline, it's perfect. But at the end of the day, the coach should be able to actually help you out with the mindset coaching, changing your mindset. Okay. Because it all starts in here. Like, the majority of the work can't be achieved by just following a short-term meal plan, because a short-term meal plan is going to give you a short-term result, which will be over the course of however long you're with that coach. So if you're with that coach for 6 months, okay, cool, that's a stretch. I mean, if you're going to follow a rigid meal plan or a meal plan of any type for 6 months, I mean, it means your shopping has to be done a certain way, your meal preparation has to be done a certain way, where you're buying things from have to be done a certain way. Um, you know, Whereas, for example, the way I see it is at the end of the day, you have got to learn to eat, and the eating is the most tricky part of the whole equation, to be absolutely honest with you. Like, everything else, like working out in the gym, is pretty basic stuff. I mean, like, everyone could perfect their squat and bench press over time with practice. Everyone can show up a few days a week to the gym, a few hours. But when it comes to eating is with you 24/7. Eating, like learning how to control yourself when you're stressed out, how to deal with emotional eating, understanding the role of hydration. Okay, like when it's just a craving and when you're hungry. Tips like walking after you've eaten to help digestion, so you actually can recognize when you're seeing hunger signals and when you're just, in a craving, things that a coach can mentor you with. You don't have to win every single day, but you have to track every single day, you know? Um, this is the thing where you've got a meal plan. At the end of the day, everything goes out of the window nutrition wise the minute the meal plan disappears. Do you want that? I mean, I know what I'd rather. If I was a client and I was struggling to lose body fat, I'd rather like learn how to do this all myself. The truth of the matter is, you won't need that coach any longer once you got this down pat. So you wouldn't need someone like me or anyone else really, because why? You need someone else to come and tell you how to eat? I don't think you do. Once you know how to track, once you know what's in food, sometimes there is value to eating the same meal every day, because it's like I prepare the same meal every day because it's convenient and I know it's going to fill me up for a while, and it takes me about less than 10 minutes to make. But equally, I'm able to go on a day off and eat flexibly. Is it as easy to stick to my calories? Sometimes not always. It depends. But at least I have the awareness because I'm tracking. And it more or less evens perfectly out. Normally I can do it, one way or another. So it's not necessary to follow a meal plan. I mean, if you're coming to work every single day and there's a macro friendly meal that you can simply make, you know, just for ease and convenience, yeah, do that. But like, you've got to learn to do all this stuff by yourself, so you're self-sufficient. So because like I said, the food is the most important thing. I see people every day in the gym, and they're there, they're working hard, but they're still really overweight, and I'm just like, why? And I know why. It's all just down to food. It's that simple. There's no other possible explanation. It's just down to the fact they're not creating a calorie deficit because they're not tracking, and it's easily fixable, you know, if you know how. It's just sort of like showing them, like, this is an app you download, you track it every time you eat, you enter the meal, that's it. Don't have to necessarily eat much less food, just you need to be aware that some foods are more calorie dense than others. Like, so for example, give you a classic example here. This is the stuff I used to shovel down before I had any idea about like calories, macros. You see these biscuits? Each biscuit, so this is double chocolate biscuits. Quite tasty, but they're not that great. Let's see. So these are budget biscuits from Euroshopper. Each biscuit's got 54 calories in there. I used to eat like 10 of those, right? With a coffee. So coffee, of course, makes it soggy. So 10 of those, that's like, don't know, what's that? 5 times 10, 540 calories. You know what I mean? 540 calories for something that's not even that tasty. And it's not giving me any protein, really. So per 100 grams, you've got 5 grams of protein. Come on, man. So it's still going to make you hungry at the end of the day because there's no protein there. Like, what I want to do is just teach you guys basically how to actually, first of all, what nutrition is. So the fact that you need a certain amount of dietary fat, 60 grams at least for males. Protein, you need 1 gram per pound of body weight. Maybe more if you want to put on some muscle. And just to track all this stuff, really, and to make it work for you. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. That's why I don't really believe meal plans are a long-term strategy, because we're talking long-term that you can do for the rest of your life. So you don't need anyone else to tell you what to do nutrition-wise, and you're going to be healthy. Okay, peace out. See you soon.